and we're going to do the annual award winners first. And to present those, I'm going to bring up Caitlin Hoganson from our staff. Caitlin and our president, Mike Pape, will handle that for us.
Thanks, Chad. We have a great group of individuals that we're going to be honoring tonight, and it's always a pleasure for us to just recognize the great things that people are doing in our golf community. So it's fun to be able to share these next award winners. So the first award winner that I'm going to present is the PGA Professional of the Year, and that's going to John Shawver of Grinnell College Golf Course. John has nearly 30 years of experience in the golf industry, and when I read that, I was actually like, gosh, did he start when he was like 10 years old or something? Okay, you look great, you look great. But he's really put that knowledge to great use at Grinnell College Golf Course. In 2018, the youth golf has more than doubled. Greens fees rounds are up by 49%, and greens fees revenue is up by 58%. And membership is also expected to increase in 2019 because of the golfers that John is bringing into the game. And so these numbers say a lot about what he's been doing, but his coworkers and the members at Grinnell College Golf Course, what they appreciate most about John is the connection he has with people. Shane Hart, who's here, general manager, said this: "You'll receive undivided attention, good conversation, and appreciation of your time. You'll be greeted by a genuinely caring individual who goes out of his way to make you feel truly welcome." Dave Benson, a member, had this to say: "John's hard work, professionalism, dedication, and love of the game of golf is clearly evident to everyone. He is a joy to have as an instructor because he cares." So, John, congratulations on being selected as the 2018 PGA Professional of the Year.
Well, thank you. I'm probably more surprised than any of you that I'm up here. I'm not really under the illusion that I'm the best golf professional or teacher of this game. I know a lot of good ones, but I'm very humbled by Shane's words and that you guys with me and give me this award. So it's a very humbling experience, and I spent a lot of time in this game. From the time I was 18, I wanted to play on the PGA Tour, and this room, it probably doesn't seem like that big a stretch. There's a lot of great players in this room, but for me, I wasn't very good, so that was very odd. But it was a journey that I went on, and I had a faith inside that I could do it, despite not being very good, and I did make my way actually out to a PGA Tour event, but I spent that time doing it for myself, and God gave me those gifts, and He corrected me on that about 10 years ago, and the last 10 years I've been doing it for Him. So I'm very humbled and thankful.
The next award that I will be presenting is for Club Manager of the Year, and that's going to Russ Appel of Briggs Woods Golf Course in Webster City. So if you've ever been to Briggs Woods, you've probably crossed paths with Russ because he's been a key part of the facility since 1990. Russ serves as both the clubhouse manager and the superintendent for an 18-hole muni facility. So I'm guessing you put in a few more than 40 hours a week in the summer, maybe just a couple more. Currently, Russ is heavily involved in a multi-million-dollar construction project at the club for a new conference center, which is scheduled to be completed by early next year. The center includes 11,000 square foot building that will serve 300 to 400 people, so huge project. And not only is Russ assisting with the project, but he's also been the driving force in the fundraising efforts. And for the project, which 100% of it is coming from donations and grants, so that's extremely impressive. In addition to the new project, over the years, Russ has been a part of the development of the back 9 holes at Briggs Woods, the addition of several new tee boxes, construction of a new clubhouse, and the addition of a stay and play package. So, Russ, I think you've more than earned this, so congratulations on being selected as 2018 Manager of the Year.
Well, I think everybody in this room knows that it's not one person that does all this. I've got some great staff members, and that allows us to do what we have done. We are pretty proud of this new conference center that we're building. It started out, it's a good story. Our clubhouse manager and myself, she's crazy. She's the biggest nut I've ever worked with. I don't work half the hours she does. But she was doing events in a tent outside the clubhouse. And she did weddings up to 300 people. And one wedding in particular that I knew she was crazy. It had rained that night, and I came out the next morning, and she was totally redoing all the settings in the tent. We had rain come through during the night, and it swamped everything in there. And she somehow pulled it together for the wedding. At that point, we decided enough of this tent. So we're going to build something more permanent. We started out with just an addition on our existing clubhouse. It was going to be 80 by 40. Just a shell of a room with heating and air conditioning, no plumbing, just use the clubhouse for all that. I went around and got bids on material and talked to some local contractors, and we had it at $400,000. We went to our board and they said, hey, that's great. If you want to do it, you got to raise all the money yourself. And, you know, this crazy clubhouse manager, she wrote a bunch of grants and we worked on things together, and it was looking like it was going to happen. And then some people in the community got involved and said, hey, if we're going to do this, let's make it a community center. So our little $400,000 project is just a shade under $4 million now. So, and we're pretty proud. Outside of, I think, about $1 million the county finally kicked in, but the rest has been grants and fundraising. So we're pretty proud of that. And everybody knows the golf business isn't all that good at a lot of places. We're hoping that this will be the key to kind of get the revenues back in and keep our golf course at a level that we want it to be, so that people continue to play at Briggs Woods. So thank you very much for this award.
The next award that we'll be presenting is the 9-hole Superintendent of the Year, and that goes to Chris Steffen of Tipton Golf and Country Club. Now Chris grew up at Tipton Golf and Country Club, and it's actually the place where he learned to play the game. So it seems only fitting that you would earn this award at a place that introduced you to golf. When Chris started as superintendent, the members could immediately tell the difference in the way the course was playing. It was apparent that Chris put a lot of thought into the subtle ways that he could improve the course. For example, adding fescue to areas to make a more challenging tee shot, or improving the green surfaces to be able to utilize new hole locations. Matt Jackson, the club vice president, said this about Chris. He works with a very modest budget, and it is just amazing the course Chris is able to present to our membership and the public. The greens are very well maintained and are simply as good as you could ever hope to have. Chris's work doesn't stop when he's done preparing the golf course. For the past 5 years, alongside their high school golf coach, they've put together a junior golf program. And it's been a huge success, and it's grown every year. And this year they had 66 kids that participated. Chris also assisted with a club membership drive and asked the board to start a fundraiser to improve the clubhouse because he knew it was something that they were going to need down the line. And to date, Chris has single-handedly raised $150,000 for the new clubhouse. And a member stated this: none of this would have happened without Chris's passion for his community and his club. So, Chris, it's an honor to be able to present you the 9-hole Course of the Year award.
Thank you. Certainly just an honor to be here, to be recognized as something far beyond my imagination. So this is a special night. I think none of this is possible without a great support system. In Iowa, we have a small, short golf season this year, maybe the shortest ever. I think I was 24 weeks between snowflakes. It's important to have a great support system. I certainly have that with my family and friends. All of my golf commitments and responsibilities oftentimes take me away from my family. It's nice to have them all with me here tonight. That's special to have that. And then I don't think I could have a smaller crew at the Tipton Country Club. If they did, I wouldn't have a job. But I make do with a great group of supporting members, volunteers to help make things work, and that's what makes small town country clubs kind of go. I've been at Tipton now for 12 years. I took a trip to Tennessee. I built a golf course down there and just wanted to come home. I wanted to be in Iowa. I wanted to be at home. This is a great state, great Iowa Golf Association, great Superintendents Association, all that kind of stuff. It's just kind of where I wanted to be, and that's where I'm at. I'm back to the place I learned to golf and weed eat, and I'm full circle. I'm doing all that again. But with all my responsibilities and hats that I wear at Tipton Country Club, those things all are focused on growing the game within my community and within the state. I'd hate to know what a small town would be without a golf course. So those things are very important to me. We're certainly doing that. We're thriving as a little tiny club in Tipton, Iowa. I'm thankful for that. And I think at the end of the day, all of us in the golf business, especially superintendents, if your membership is happy and it enjoys the playing conditions, that's the number one thing. I mean, this award will mean something to me for the rest of my life, but to have your membership thankful for the job you do is second to none. So I'll use that as motivation to keep going and hopefully have a better 2019. Thank you.
Our next award is for the 18-hole Superintendent of the Year, and that's going to Dean Sparks of Davenport Country Club. All right, so Dean started at Davenport Country Club in March of 2014, and in that same year he stepped into a major restoration of the golf course. To actually take a quote from Dean in a recent golf industry article, said, "We redid the greens, tees, regrassed all the fairways, redid the bunkers, and most of the irrigation. Normally, when I've done this before, we've been closed for over a year. This we did in 8 months." The GM at Davenport Country Club, Terrence Smith, had this to say: "He has been able to achieve a massive course renovation in an unheard of time frame and completed the project on budget." Terrence also mentioned that Dean was would often take on the task of driving the heavy equipment himself to make sure that the projects got done on time. The Davenport Country Club president, Bill Eby, who's also on our board. Hey, Bill. Had this to say about Dean's work during the renovation: It's during this process that Dean has shown me his management and professional skills beyond those of a project manager. The head golf professional, John Panic, said, Dean educates himself on the latest and greatest in all aspects of his job. Additionally, he is an excellent communicator with our members and staff. And I'll say, there was a stack of letters about this big, and I'd say probably the communication skills that people saw in you was definitely one of your best characteristics that they pointed out. So, and then I know since the restoration, you've also just been continuing to do work, putting in a couple new bridges. I think it is on the course, so it doesn't stop. So with that, congratulations, and we're happy to award you the 18-hole Superintendent of the Year award.
Thank you everybody for coming out, and the IGA for these awards. It's really great to get some exposure for some of the guys that really work really hard. Chris and the 9-hole guys, they work really hard and they have short staffs and a bunch of time over there, but everybody really puts in a lot of time and effort. And for our membership at Davenport Country Club, they're really first class all the way around. They're great to work with. They're all a bunch of good guys and good ladies. And, they enjoy the game of golf and really trying to grow it and do the things that we were taught when we were growing up that you're supposed to do, and that's to educate the youth, get everybody involved, and really love the game. I was very fortunate. I kind of moved away. We were driving up today. We started thinking about it, and I moved away like 20 years ago to go to school, and I was lucky enough to get to go to Arizona State and be out in the Southwest and the PGA Tour and do a lot of great things, which moved me all across the country. And I was able to go on golf courses, do major events, and meet a lot of great people and a lot of great architects, and do a lot of really good things for the game of golf. And when you're in college, they kind of always tell you, have goals, be prepared for what you want to do, and all that type of stuff. And I can honestly say, through everything I wanted to do, I accomplished them all. But I really did sacrifice a lot with my family. I didn't get to see everybody all the time and do things like that because we're always working, which, it just kind of is what it is, and time passes by. But, the last one of my major goals was to come back to the Quad Cities and be able to take everything that I've learned and bring that back and really have a great course and really show something to Davenport Country Club, who put the faith in me to get me to go to Arizona State. They wouldn't let me stay there. They made me get an education and move forward. And that opportunity came available for me. And to come back and, to be able to have, restoration like that and, 150 guys on site and, guys like Billy Eby and Billy Dahl out there taking pictures all the time. Tim Lovell doing a lot of tree work for us. Everybody really worked really hard and they bought into the thing, and now we're really starting to see what's happening and what's going forward. And I would encourage everybody, if you get a chance, come out and play golf out there, because it's unlike anywhere else in the entire country. It's one of the best golf courses there is. And we have a great membership, which is backed us up as only can be done. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate it.
Our next award is for 9-hole course of the year, and that's going to Terra Hills Country Club. Terra Hills is located in the heart of Iowa farmland, about 2 miles west of Van Horne. The course sits on 60 acres of land and consists of bluegrass fairways, bentgrass greens, and over 3,300 yards of playing surface. In the last 10 years, the course has added a new pond, a cart shed, maintenance building, tee boxes, and replaced numerous trees on the course. Also, each year the club shares their facility with kids from their surrounding towns with their golf academy. And in the last year, they've reached an all-time high with 55 kids participating. And they're also, to go along with the youth golf, they're also a supporter of the IGA Youth on Course, which allows kids to play golf for $5. So they've been supporting that as well. The course hosts numerous events. They have 26 different tournaments. They do company outings and charity events, leagues for men, women, couples, and they also are the home course for the high school. So, and just to remind you, that's all within a 27-week golf season, so pretty amazing. The course superintendent, Brett Pace, and his crew do an outstanding job maintaining the course, and have received praise for having some of the best greens in eastern Iowa. In addition to the golf events, the course hosts wedding, graduations, class reunions, and other receptions each year in their clubhouse under the watch of Jamie Call, the club manager. The club also has a great membership, which is willing to lend a hand wherever they can, whether it's helping Brett on the golf course, or they even mentioned, helping cook for different events. So just willing to do everything. Here to represent Terra Hills, we have Tim Toro. Is that right? All right, the board president. So congratulations on 900.
So I rode over here with the tough crew, and they told me two things. You got to cut the speech back, and you can't cry. And I thought, well, that works for me, because the less I talk, the less chance I'll cry. So, but no, we appreciate the award. It's a great honor for us. We're really humbled by it. We thank the IGA. Terra Hills is really built around the membership and the volunteers. There's a couple individuals here tonight that she mentioned. Jamie, our clubhouse manager, and Brett Pace. Brett's been with us 28 years. Jamie's been with us 3, and we think we have one of the best combinations of clubhouse manager and superintendent that we've had in quite some time. But a couple of board members also made the trip, and their spouses. Gary Kaiser and Ron Stewart are here as well. The club is truly built around volunteer efforts. I won't list off a lot of the improvements that we've made over the years, but it all happened, and it all pivots off the volunteers that we have and their willingness to step up. The membership itself, very friendly. Whether you're a man or a woman or a child that's just learning the game, they're going to welcome you with open arms. So we encourage you, if you haven't been to Terra Hills, to come by and play our course. If you want to see it, you can visit us at Terra Hills Country Club online or at our Facebook page. But again, thank you to the IGA for this award. It's a great honor for our membership, and that's who the award belongs to, is the members. So thank you.
All right. The last annual award that I'll be presenting is the 18-hole course of the year, and that's going to Beaver Hills Country Club. Beaver Hills Country Club was designed by Larry Packard in 1965, and the course is tucked away on a secluded tree-lined piece of land in the northwest side of Cedar Falls. The course stretches nearly 7,000 yards from the back tee and is a par 72 layout, which has a variety of different holes, dog legs, forced carries, just really a great place. The turf is entirely bent grass from tee to green, providing a wonderful combination of challenge and beauty for the members. Beaver Hills also has a stunning clubhouse that offers banquet room, dining room, swimming pool, bar and grill, which I think a lot of them have been renovated recently. The club served host to the 2017 Iowa Mid-Am Championship and the 2018 U.S. Amateur Qualifier. And in both events, I know that our staff couldn't say enough about just the quality of the golf course, as well as just the attention to detail by the club. They also, during those events, had great membership support, a ton of volunteers just helping out with every aspect of it, which is great for us, but just really amazing for the players too. And as far as the membership goes, Beaver Hills Country Club has almost 4,000, or gosh, that'd be really great. 400 IGA individual members, making them one of the top 10 largest clubs in Iowa. So at this time, I would just like to recognize the staff that has been really great to work with. So Josh Peterson, head superintendent, Chad Hoffman, the general manager, and Brad Clark, head golf professional. So we'd just like to thank you and congratulations on 18-hole course of the year.
Thanks, everyone. We greatly appreciate your support, and on behalf of the board of directors and the membership at Beaver Hills, we thank you immensely. Like she said, in 2010, we did a complete clubhouse remodel, which definitely increased our membership. And well, as Josh took over in 2012, a complete remodel of the entire golf course as far as tees, greens, bent grass fairways. That was something that was long overdue, and we did it. And it was an amazing accomplishment by him and his staff. And you know, he works on a very small budget, as we all do, but does a great job. And we've I've been there since 2008. Josh has been there since what year? 08, yeah. So we've come a long way. Brad Clark is not able to be with us tonight, and he's been there for about 25 years as a golf pro. So thank you, everyone, for your support. And if you ever get a chance to get up to Cedar Falls, come out and play it. It's a great golf course. Thank you.
And with that, I'm just going to turn things back over to Chad, and he will award the Volunteer of the Year award.